Really? Okay. This meme video is sponsored by Squarespace, I guess. What is a meme?
A miserable little pile of secrets!
Coined by evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins, a meme is a unit of ideas. It spreads and evolves through duplication like a gene, but for culture. However, when we talk about memes, we usually mean internet memes. Funny online pictures, looping clips, remix jokes. As fundamental building blocks of cultures, memes are often divided along language and cultural barriers. For this reason, seeing memes in Chinese can be quite a culture shock. It's not easy to understand memes in English as is. Chinese memes might as well be impenetrable.
Is my dad's name Neighbor Wang? So my name is Nameless Wang?
This is why I'm here. Today, let's take a look at 3 different types of internet memes from Chinese movies and TV shows. Let me explain their origins and meanings and examine the cultural ideas within. It's not gonna make a lot of sense, but I hope you enjoy these memes from Chinese movies and TV shows. Let's start with a popular one. It's classy, isn't it? Well, it better be. It's directed by Wong Kar-wai. The face and the phrase come from the 1988 crime drama As Tears Go By. Jackie Chan plays a hot-headed small-time gangster who dreams of doing something big one day. In this scene, with a gun in hand, the little guy has it way over his head. The mesmerizing facial expression and the vulgar yet gangster Cantonese insult made this scene a viral sensation. Even though the film isn't all that popular, many Chinese netizens are familiar with this scene. This panda actually comes in a series. Each panda bears a different dank face. Not all of them are Chinese in origins though. This is called a 表情包, a reaction pack. Chinese internet life is overwhelmingly dominated by mobile phones rather than computers. As a result, Chinese memes are often made to be shared on direct communication apps like WeChat. They are used to express nuanced emotions, which is why they always have exaggerated and memorable faces. Among these conversational memes, my favorite are the insults, of course. I've never seen someone so shameless.
我从未见过有如此
This is the final line of a much longer insult from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms TV series. In this episode, military strategist Zhuge Liang is having a verbal smackdown with an enemy official. The insult he gave was so elegant yet devastating, it literally kills his opponent. Due to its classiness, it became a popular way to express anger without being crass. Okay, one more.
不是啊，不要误会，我不是针对你啊，我是说在座的各位都是垃圾。
This is from a Stephen Chow movie, Love on Delivery. Spoken by the primary antagonist, the sense of arrogance made this line extremely quotable. But its popularity is also thanks to its prominent use of Taiwanese Mandarin. The Taiwanese way of saying rubbish, 垃圾,
都是垃圾
is much softer than the mainland way, 垃圾. This added gentleness made the sense of smugness that much more delicious. I think that's my favorite bit about these Chinese memes. Instead of being posted on social media, whenever you see a reaction, it is sent to you and meant for you. Knowing the sender, knowing the intention, gives it an additional layer of human touch. This is why I love personal websites, and I always recommend everyone to use Squarespace. Unlike social media, which all look the same, your website can be anything you want. Sure, you can pick a template and start from there, but you can also start from scratch and make sure every decision is yours alone. Host your videos, start an online store, or write a blog. Squarespace Fluid Engine makes your creative process easy and dynamic. In an increasingly digital world with spams and bots, if you are running a business, having a human touch is going to help you stand out. If not, having your own little corner of the internet safe from bots and engagement trolls is also a valuable feeling. Start a free trial at squarespace.com/accencinema As always, use the code AccentCinema and you can get 10% off your first purchase. Need a website? Visit squarespace.com/AccentCinema and start building something that belongs to you. Here's something a little different. Half sarcastic, half passionate, Ip Man remixes were all the rage a few years back. Video remix is a form of Kuso culture. Originated from Japan on Nico Nico Doga, the art form will find its way to the rest of East Asia. In China, fan remixes are often made as a form of satire, mockery, and criticism. The earliest example I can remember is A Murder for Mantou, a fan-made remix and satire of the 2005 Chinese blockbuster, The Promise. Directed by Chen Kaige, The Promise was one of the earliest examples of modern Chinese blockbusters, and also one of the worst. When it was released, it was widely criticized for being contrived, confusing, and an assault to the eyes. To make fun of it, Chinese artist Hu Ge re-edited the film into a true crime documentary, using this format to poke fun at all the plot holes and lampoon the entire film. The video was a massive hit, even my mom heard of it. It was a major part of internet history. Subsequent videos such as China Wins World Cup would also achieve some popularity, mocking the notoriously corrupt Chinese football team. With the growing market of video content, this meme format has grown more popular than ever, but the satire nature remained. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I think the Ip Man remixes were popular because people are sick of seeing Ip Man movies. Here's what people have to say about the recently announced Ip Man 5. Ip Man 5 Battle from Beyond the Grave, Ip Man 5 Days of Future Past, Ip Man 5 The Final Finale Part 1. The series has gone on for way too long. Ip Man is so invincible, he has become a mockery of himself. Turning Ip Man into a literal Superman is just satire for exaggeration. As we head deeper, things inevitably get a little political. In fact, a large section of Kuso remixes are done as a form of protest. Most of them make fun of political leaders. I can't show you most of them on YouTube, not that it matters because those are not movie memes. Yes, we are still a movie channel. I can, however, show you this one. It's called Ge You Tao, lying down like the actor Ge You. Originated from a Chinese sitcom, this iconic meme has found its way to this channel on multiple occasions. In this clip, Ge You pretends to be sick, using it as an excuse to not go to work. You are supposed to laugh at his next level laziness, but many Chinese working class people find his attitude very relatable. Facing insane long work hours and low wages, this laziness seems reasonable. As a result, this meme became an icon of the Tangping movement, the Chinese equivalent of quiet quitting. Thus, working class memes are born. This man was arrested for stealing batteries from public rental scooters. When interviewed on TV, the man said, "Work is out of the question, not in this lifetime." The internet actually took his statement as a refusal to sell himself to capitalists, and for whatever reason, photoshopped his face onto various movie posters. Hong Kong is, of course, way ahead of the curve when it comes to capitalists exploiting the working class. Entire comedy TV shows were made about the topic, giving us a lot of frequently quoted lines. Recent discussions on raising the age of retirement further fueled anxiety and depression. It's no wonder why memes like these are so popular. For more detailed talk about this topic, please refer to our video on Fast and Furious. It makes more sense in context, I swear. Let's end this video on a sweeter note and go to the deepest part of the iceberg. There, you'll find one of the craziest, but also one of the best cultural artifacts from China. Dong Dong Never Die. Made by a bunch of game devs as a passion project, This open source fighting game pitted stereotypes from all corners of China as well as Mario in an epic battle for the future of humanity. Everything in this game is a meme. This guy is based on the musician from Shaolin Soccer, which is also this guy from Kung Fu Hustle. Some other super moves are also from Stephen Chow.
还好我及时用失传已久的绝学还我漂漂拳，把你打回了原形，现在没事了。
Nice touch. At the end of the game, you can see a slideshow of everyone involved. All the photos feel aggressively mid-2000s like an album of people in their blunder years. Yet, I can't help but feel happy. These young men and women spent years making something for a laugh. Despite cultural fatigue, despite soul-crushing work schedules, memes continue to reflect the brighter side of humanity. The passion, the humor, the dedication, the ability to make art for the sake of creation and nothing more. That's kinda cool.